Hey YouTube. Well, today is the day. Also, I said I would do this to my friend, and today is the day I'm going to review Cafe Bustelo Espresso Blend. We're going to give it a try. Now this coffee, interestingly enough, is labeled in English and Spanish. Both sides. I think that's what that is. Cafe Espresso Molido. Yeah. Anyway, we're going to take this into the other room, and I've got the coffee maker set, ready to go, and we're going to give it a shot. I'm going to try it in I have a reusable K-cup type thing that I got off of Amazon.com called Eco Brew, and it does pretty good with regular coffee. I have a feeling I'm in for a surprise with this. I've never put an espresso ground coffee through it, so we're going to give it a shot and see how it tastes. Okay, so here we are. We got the coffee here. I'm going to try to do this with one hand because this is an iPhone and there's no tripod mount for this. But anyway, we're going to pop it off and look at this. It has a very good vacuum seal. I haven't seen that on a can of coffee in a while. So I'm going to get my fingernail under that and go ahead and pop it. Oh, listen to that. So, hang on, I gotta two-hand this thing. Get this metal off. There we go. Alright, metal's off. Let's see what we got here. Oh, it smells good. Very mild, very robust coffee. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see if I can get it better focused there, but yeah, check that out. Very nice. Very, very finely ground. So we're going to give that a shot. I'm going to load the K-cup up, and we're going to see how it tastes. Okay, I'm going to tell you right now, this stuff is almost as fine as confectioner's sugar. I've never seen coffee ground so fine. This is probably going to be the strongest cup of coffee I've ever drank. I used the standard mix. It is a medium roast, so we'll see how it does. Now, this is that Eco Brew I was telling you about that I got. It replaces K-cups, and we're just going to pop it into this machine here. I got the drawer out. Just sits right in there. And by the way, this is a little Toastmaster K-cup compatible coffee maker I got, and I don't know why I pushed that down. Now I should be able to get it in, but it'll brew most K-cup stuff pretty good. In fact, it does a pretty good job on it. I would say it may actually outperform the Keurig itself. And I've got to find a coffee cup because I was a dumbass and I didn't get one down, so I'll be right back. Right, I found these little 8.5 ounce cups. I'm going to set it on the 8 ounce setting. There's no way, as finely ground as that coffee is, that I am going to get 8.5, even 8 ounces of coffee out of this thing. So I should be relatively safe running this cup. And I've got to reload the machine because I also forgot to fill the tank. Okay, we're back. Got the tank topped off, reloaded. So bring that, and that's all there is to it. This machine you have to wait because it heats the water before dispensing it. It doesn't hold a hot water reservoir, but that's not what we're reviewing right now. And I'm willing to wait the extra minute or two simply because it brings it up to the appropriate temperature. It didn't cost me a small fortune. I think I paid less than $60 for this coffee maker. To have the ability to use those K-cups is nice. To instantly dispense. It does a good job, and I like the K-cup thing because you can make up your own K-cups if you get the reusable filters, and they're ready to go when you are. All you got to do is slap them in there and fire it up. Go do what you got to do and come back, and there's hot coffee sitting for you. And you can hear it. It's in there doing its thing. And I like that it doesn't have a lot of settings, and it's not so much that I like, but I like that it's simplistic to use. I mean, you either get an 8 or a 10 ounce cup. So you got two buttons up there. Power, 8 ounce and 10 ounce. So I'll have to review this coffee maker at some point as well. I've been reluctant to do a review on it because it was a dollar store purchase, believe it or not. I got this at Dollar General. And so far it's surprised me how well it has ran. I think the only thing that happened with it, I lost the little rubber gasket that went to the little needle that punches the bottom of the K-cup, but it seems to work better now as a result of that, so I'm not going to complain. And it should be just about ready to go. And the only other thing that I'm not crazy about with it is it has a lot of moving hardware to dispense that coffee, and that's been the thing. I wanted to longevity test it before I actually did a formal review on it, and it's had about maybe not quite 6 months, maybe 4 or 5 months now, and it's been put through pretty heavy use. The thing I didn't like about it, and you're going to hear it, it has a motor driven pump. It's not a diaphragm type pump. It is a piston with crank driven by small spinning motor pump, kind of like an air compressor for a tire would. And I thought, after you've used this about a year, you're going to wear that mechanism out. But so far, it's just about ready to dispense. I hear it ticking. So here it goes. And there it goes. Builds up air pressure, and now it will dispense. And it may have a hard time with that espresso ground coffee. Yeah, you can hear that motor just a humming away. I'm going to tell you right now, that is the best, most aromatic smelling coffee I have had in here. And it's dispensing dark. I got a feeling I'm in for something strong. This should almost be done. Hopefully that thing won't overflow. Oh, that's it. It's done. I knew that coffee was going to drink, that coffee ground was going to drink a lot of water, but that pulled quite a bit out. And man, is that dark. So now we're going to do the taste test. This camera's really strange, flipped over like this, but I have to use my right because I'm right-handed. But okay, guys, we've got our cup of coffee here, fresh right out of the maker. And I'm going to tell you right now, that smells damn strong. So here we go. Holy crap. That is insane-o strong, but it's not bad. It's not bad. Pretty good. It's a stout coffee, I can tell you that much. If you're going to make it, you probably want to use about a third less than I did. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. I'm going to go drink this. It's got a pretty strong brew. Of course, you expect that from an espresso blend, You expect it. But it has an interesting flavor. It has a pretty good body to it. So, I may use that until I've used it up. I've got some black silk in there. It tastes a little bit better than this, but this, straight out of the can, without any modification and a very fine grind, this is good coffee. This is what I would use in a reusable K-cup filter. And it makes, it's strong, it's a little bitter, but it's a smooth, smooth cup of coffee. It almost reminds me of some of the stuff we used to drink on the drilling rigs when I was out in the oil field with my grandfather. A strong, robust, stand up and kick you in the ass coffee when you need it. So I'll have to say, Cafe Bustelo gets my mark. It's a reasonably good coffee, and if you like your coffee a little on the strong side and you just can't quite get that out of a Keurig type machine, this might be the way to go for you. It's definitely different. Definitely different. Probably the most robust I've had in a while. Well, I'm going to go down there and sit down and finish drinking that, and I guess you guys there on YouTube, now you've got your video and you've got your review. Sticks, Cafe Bustelo, not a bad brew. Not a bad brew. Needs to be a little weaker, I think, for my taste. Just a little. So I'll probably reduce the amount I put in the cup by about 1/4 to 1/3, but not a bad cup of coffee. Y'all have a good one, YouTube. And keep looking up. A little addendum to that espresso ground coffee. I tell you right now, I'm feeling pretty damn good. Actually, I'm a little after drinking that. I drank that about 2 minutes ago. And buddy, that stuff will kick you in the head, man. I feel kind of good after drinking that. That's pretty good coffee. It's amazing how fast the caffeine gets to your system, and in the quantity that it does. That's pretty kick-ass coffee. You know, I almost want to try it in a French press, but I don't think the mesh is fine enough to hold that, and it will all come out in the coffee in a slurry when I pour it from the French press. But man, boy, that kicks you in the head. I'm not even kidding. Everything is like, woo. That is like a supreme bean, my friend. Supreme bean. I've had other espresso ground coffees, but I've never had anything that kicked me in the head like that did. Which means when that wears off, I'm probably going to be very, very hungry. Because I was already kind of hungry when I did that, because I was going to have lunch. In fact, there goes my stomach. It's starting to growl now, so I know it's working. But just a little addendum to that. That coffee will kick you in the head. If you're not used to drinking strong or highly caffeinated coffee, you might want to skip that one. But if you like a strong coffee, but not burnt coffee, and you want something that makes you go, what? When you drink it, that might be the ticket for you, man. I'm thoroughly impressed with Cafe Bustelo. That's awesome coffee. So this is the real end of the review. So there you go, everybody. It's all together for you. I might go make another glass of that. That's pretty good stuff. But I did discover earlier in the video that apparently my Echo Brew filter is leaking at the hinge. So just another word to the wise. The Echo Brew makes a good cup of coffee, but it leaks around the hinge a little bit, and apparently that espresso ground coffee has enough back pressure that it causes it to drip even more. So you may want to get the plastic Echo Brew rather than the stainless steel one if you're going to get one, until they fix the problem with the hinge. But other than that, awesome coffee. And yeah, that's the first time my Echo Brew ever leaked like that. So I'm going to have to run that a couple of more times and see if that's a point of failure or not. But can't recommend the coffee enough if you like strong coffee. I wish I had an espresso machine so I could fully test it. I know it's espresso ground, but I would love to see what it does in a true espresso brewer. But since I don't have such a machine, I'll just have to enjoy it through my Keurig. And very good coffee. If you want strong coffee, one of the problems a lot of those reusable filters has in the Keurig is It's very hard to get strong coffee out of one. But you put that stuff in there, and you're going to have some strong stuff. So that's my review, YouTube. Enjoy it. Make of it what you will, and go pick up a can of Cafe Bustelo. You can find it at Walmart, probably a number of other places. Pretty good coffee. I put it up there, probably not quite as high as Black Silk Folgers, but you know, it's above a lot of other ones. It's above a lot of other ones. I'd say between Black Silk Folgers and Cafe Dia Rio, which is also another one you can find at Walmart occasionally. And there's a number of other coffees that you can get there, but those are the ones I've reviewed so far, and hopefully you get some use out of that. Go give it a try, see what you think, comment below. Take care, YouTube.